Thursday, 12/13. Bring this over here. I'm gonna go this way. Maybe that'll get the glare off it. Thursday, 12/14/25, second year 2024, 12th month, December 19th day. Anyways, still mourning. Brother's still in mourning. Little guy. Went out and looked around out on the bike and talked to some people and shit like that. So the brother's just still enjoying the song. Dad thoughts, you know, because Dad's getting aged. Thoughts are going through, thoughts coming in. You know, Dad has hard hearing. He's blind in one eye, 90% blind in one eye. During Thanksgiving visit, he was missing some teeth, one down here and 3 teeth over here for this, you know, for this. Any type of smile is missing teeth now. He's probably 80. Born April 1944. 54, 64, 74, 84, 94, 2004, 14, 24. Yeah, 80. He'd be 80. He was 25 when this sisterly brother was born. And brother's 56 now. 56 plus 25. 76 plus 5. 77, 78, 79, 80. 80, 81, around there. So, you know, thoughts coming in with the transition with little guy or wherever little guy is at. He's on some of the videos, so, but that just, you know, brings it more close to Dad transitioning. He has a hard time hearing. He has a hard time hearing what he doesn't want to hear. And so that too. Has a hard time hearing what he doesn't want to hear. And so it could be that's what's affected the hearing. Added to the effect. So, anyway, just the thoughts. I told him not to call me. He has a number, but I prefer email. The Sicily brother prefers email because the phone's sometimes not off. Plus, being in legal people, some legal people want to try to, could be wanting to contact me for different reasons. So I stay off the phone. I don't use the phone unless it's absolutely necessary. No one calls. No one calls here. None whatsoever. That's a wonderful thing. Email. Any communication is through email, so See, but Dad doesn't know this. He just knows that I prefer email and that only call in an emergency. There is a message box that has no name on it. It's just a message box. Going through those emotional feelings. There's this particular emotional feeling that's felt. It's something that's it's emotion that's felt, and so looking for a description to describe the senses, touch. It's a touching thing. It's one of the five senses, the body, girl energy. Plus, it's kind of cold right now, and these feet got fucking agitated from the brother had trench foot one year back in 2012 from walking barefoot out in the cold mud out through town and shit like that, going through the barefoot experience. Learned that from Winston Shrout, barefoot. Seeing other people barefoot and getting inspired to get more natural and ground the body. But when the generations and generations of feet ain't used to that, they get easily trench-footed. That's frontline soldier stuff. Study trench foot. It's like frostbite. So the brother caught trench foot and figured out how to cure it. Just lift the feet up near the fireplace and just every day. Let the blood drain back down into the body. But it got agitated because the brother's been out in the cold winter riding the bicycle hard to get heart rate, cure heart palpitation and shit like that, and get a more normal heartbeat. And brother got it. Anyway, so, being cold, the cat's over there, there's Boob on the chair. She likes to snuggle over there when there ain't no fire in the fireplace. And so, brother didn't visit Dad this summer or last winter. And so, been struggling, profiting with trading. And so, plus, there's Jason has a hard time with me over there. Jay lives over there with Dad. So I've just been sitting here playing in morning, going through the morning, and for little guy, the cat, the song. Michael Murphy, Wildfire. And, you know, the thoughts that, you know, brother's only sung once to Dad over the phone. That was it. Other than that, he's never seen me sing, you know, face to face. He might have seen some YouTube videos. He hasn't said anything. And the reason is that is because Sister Michelle watched some of the YouTube videos. So she might have shared the channel with Jay, and Jay might have looked, and Dad might have got it. Our mother probably had it too. Mother and I were closer, so. The relationship with Dad's not very close, but that bond is still there, father-son. Yeah, that would be the tears welling up sense, that touch, the tears welling up, and then it gets stronger to where the tears start to want to pool up. It can be felt in the eyes. Other than that, it's another, just a longing feeling that something's not there, and then all the feelings. The things that could have been accomplished. So that that relationship or that happiness, that joy is still there. So with a sharper conscience, everything that especially brother is conscious with today, being more sensitive to the senses, the 5 body senses: taste, touch, smell, hearing. Taste, touch, smell, hearing, and another one. The inner gut feeling says that a little guy felt abandoned and rejected, probably because he scratched at the door in the morning, and I didn't let him in. There were reasons for it, and then thinking, the things that could have been accomplished to ease the suffering or to give reassurance. Because I heard him, I could have said, well, no, little guy, it could have to be out there for nows. Could probably be in laters. Stuff like that. But it didn't say anything. This happened 2 days in a row. And then he ain't come back since, and he's missing at the neighbor's house where he stays at. So remember, little guy was the cat that lived here. He ended up, because this house stayed abandoned for a year when the sheriff took it for supposed legal non-payment of taxes. It was a tax foreclosure, property tax foreclosure. 6 years, no paying tax. Then when the brother got the house back, this cat, Tom, little guy, full grown, big nuts, strong, muscular. This was the hangout house because no one lived here, so he hung out here. So he's born somewhere around here in the backyard, at the neighbor's yard, but he hung out here. And then when I got back, that's how the relationship started. So just being with the senses, with the sense. It's a touch sense, something that's felt. That missing sensation. Mourning. That's a sailor's. It's a sailor's terminology. Mooring is a tied up. Mourning goes with mooring. Mourning is waking up afresh, something new, learning something new. Mourning. Maureen is like marine. It's ship language, maritime ship language. And then the songs picked up the guitar and just singing with the guitar. That Wildfire song. And he came one morning. And then being with the emotions when singing, and to be more sensitive with the emotions so that there's less strain as possible in that equilibrium, to let it flow and not to cut stuff off or hold stuff back, but on the other side of it, not to add more drama, not to add any drama to it. Then he came morning. There came frost. It's wintertime and it's cold out here because he's an outside cat. Because he'd pee in the house with the neighbor where he lives at, because she's got way too many cats. Because when she moved in, there was a field of cats out there. There's apartments and they abandon their cats. They move in and out. So she ended up moving in that house. She bought the house, and then next thing you know, all the cats are pissing in the yard, and it smelled like piss there when she first moved in. So she had to figure out something with it. And she wasn't the type to call the city and have all the cats hauled off and and put to sleep and stuff like that. She's the one that came to the door and let me know. Asked me, have I seen, and it's on video, have I seen Thor? She calls him Thor. Now, Thor is a giant's name. The mythological giant stories. And then Roger Spur at Mud Fossil University gives evidence that these giants actually lived and that the earth is composed all dead giant bodies. There were dragons and huge animals, huge humans, giants. Talking dragons 1,300 miles long, humans 2 miles tall. He shows all the evidence to consider. Mud Fossil University YouTube channel. Brother's name's Roger Spur. A university graduate scientist. And he came one morning, and the brother had the door. Brother locked the cat door so he couldn't come in. So he gave a couple scratches. Then he realized that he couldn't come in the morning. It was just for the morning. He would have been able to come in during the day, because I'd be sleeping in there, and he was starting to stink and stuff like that. And I put a cat house out for him, nice hot cat house with a rug, but brother's concluding that it was because he didn't have any response when he scratched at the door. So he just probably decided to just end it and went off somewhere, or got ran over, committed suicide, got ran over, or he was an angel and he all of a sudden left to teach a lesson. All kinds of shit. Neighbors could have strung him up and killed him. There's one report that could have happened here. Someone saw something. But people see all kinds of stuff. Never know. Could have been something different. So then the sad feeling comes on, that welling feeling for a mistake. For being too busy to put attention where attention was really needed. A cat that's worn out from being outside in the cold year after year for 6-7 years. And he got ran over by a car once, and his leg was limped, and she couldn't catch him, so he healed it with the self. It healed itself. She tried to catch him once, but he'd be limping off. On 3 legs, and the other leg was just broken, dangling. And he'd always stay in one spot a lot. So he probably learned how to just be comfortable staying in one spot to get that leg to heal. That would have been like probably 6 months staying in one spot. So the sensitive emotions, the senses, the emotion senses, the sad feeling, sadness. If only the brother would have and then it gets hard to talk when the tears well up the eyes. when the tears come on, you know, the body wants to go into ego pride mode and it wants to compensate with too loud and stressed singing instead of letting the natural acoustic voice vibrate. Let all those repressed emotions out. And this love, that's the better. And the same that would be the self-assessment. You know, the real reason. More than likely, the gut feeling that says that was the trigger. So, if he has transitioned on, there's a connection now. So that's a 7-1, that E major. A 1 to a 7. And that's a 7-1, 7-6, and then the A4. sharp B, D, C sharp B. So being able to solo and target notes with the melody and then hit another note next to it and know that that's the chord that goes to it, and then know the chord number. So, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, the A4. So be able to use that note for the E, and to realize, yeah, that would be the 1 chord. And so, that's charting, mapping it out. Get it on the memory so that it's more conscious. Map it out. Put it on the wall as a chart glass to be able to see instantly. And it came. And the song is such a sad song because, it's at first the brother thought it was a horse song and that the horse went missing. But the song is actually centered around the girl who went looking for the horse, and the girl went missing during a storm. But the story can be interchanged with anyone can be the girl as the song is being sung with the imagination, because it's a universal song for everyone. This is an everyone song. Every song is an everyone song, universal song. It doesn't belong to the one that wrote it. The song is always in the air. It's just that someone picked it up one day. And then legalism with attorneys, they want to say that it's their song and they don't like to share it. They want to own and control everything. Every living organism through the unconscious universal energy. And then consciousness is developing sensitivity, affection. Came one winter, there came a killing frost. The pony she named Wildflower, there's this peer pressure that thinks just because one's singing it that it has to be something sad for that moment and that note. But all of a sudden, a smile wants to smile, and to let that smile in the pressured midst that says, oh no, you're supposed to say sad all the time through every part of the song. Wildfire, because the cat's out in the cold. He wanted in because he wanted the relationship, which is heat. The relationship is heat. He provides heat. Relationship. Wow, the tears, the emotions, the sensitivity that wants to well up without. Much universal unconscious relationships that long to sprout and grow. All the unconsciousness that's still there, that seems like that it's something in the way, but it's just the natural path for getting to get more sensitive with consciousness, the universal energy. The singing voice continues as the sailing king. Wants to go A4 and then C sharp 6 to B5, and back to E sometimes. And then unconsciousness is also playing too hard with too much strain. It's unconsciousness. That longs for more conscious, which is sensitivity, the affection. which relationships seem to truly want. All the genuine, honest reality, genuine, where the old habits and the bad habits become at equilibrium with the new habit called consciousness. Sensitivity, sensitive, extrasensory, ESP, extrasensory perception. All the things that happen in relationships that can tend to go south for the winter. And there came an early snow. And then when the surprise hits, never saw it coming. Never miss it till it's gone. And not to go overboard like a show. And then, as the song's being sung, not just to sing, you know, well, for lack of a word, not to sing about the little guy, to sing with little guy, as though little guy, if he's transitioned, still here. Sensitive to be in that presence again, and to feel that joy, that special, that universal special connection. And then as the tears flow, all those repressed emotions release like a child allowed to express. Scratched at the back cat door, little hole in the door at the bottom. And he went away after a couple scratch. Came back the next day. Scratch in the morning once more. come back that day. He just came in the morning for the scratch and then went back to the house where he lives. And probably felt rejected, so he didn't come over that day, because he would always be coming over every day. Because he was on his way out, and this sisterly brother revived him with food and love and shelter and hot. And there's a special relationship with the little guy. He's the cat that showed up during the affidavit that was written up, known as the Commercial Affidavit Truth. The cat. And he came one summer. Actually, it was wintertime when the brother moved back in. No, it was May. That's right, it was summertime. And a new cat with a yawn. Such a strong breath. Everything that the word stud, different ideas for stud pop in, the stud that wrote the Master Key Affidavit, the universal energy, the self. With relationships. Mother played a part. The brother never ever experienced any death. Until after seeking self-employment at home, losing all the money in the financial markets, living with no money, shitty food, with the cats, and then Tiny the cat, brother, experienced the first death. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the second death. Oh fuck. Brother had 2 other cats pass in Bremerton, Washington. Wow. But having 5 cats here at the house. The death seemed to, because of this was the first death because wanting to live a certain lifestyle. The other ones were death as a slave citizen, unconscious to the maritime system. shortly after the brother got the house back, and Tom went to go live down the street with because she was feeding him, but he liked to hang out here. When I got back, I brought the 4 cats back. Boobs, Pepper, no, it was 3 cats. Boobs, Pepper, oh no, yeah, Tiny had already passed. She passed just before the sheriff got held the house. So there was it was Judah Jr., Pepper, and Boobs. And Boobs is the last one. Shortly after he got the house back, Pepper probably ate some poison. He started going down. And there's a story on that one. Took him to the vet, low budget vet, and he prescribed antibiotic, and I forced some into him, and that was it. That was too much shock for him. And he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't eat before the vet. He's having a hard time eating because something in the throat. But as soon as I brought him back and he had heard good news from the vet, he decided he was going to eat. But the brother went ahead and forced the antibacterial antibiotic in him, and it fucked him up. He went quick after that. But then I didn't put 2 and 2 together that he was eating now, because that was the main thing. As soon as I got home, he heard the good news from the vet. The brother wasn't sensitive enough, conscious enough to realize, oh, that's why he's eating now, because he heard good news from the vet. And it gave him motivation to eat. And he was letting me know. He says, I'm motivated to eat now, brother. I thought I was going, because he wouldn't eat. He was getting skinny. And the brother didn't have to give him those fucking antibiotics. He had to force them into him. He fought all his might. He knew. But I managed to hold him down, pin him down, and put it in him. Opened his mouth. And the liquid, it was a liquid called Henry Shine. These fingers ended up getting chopped. Judah Jr. went down. There was a connection with the energy. Losing the fingers, the guitar, the music went down. And Judah Jr. went down. Sprayed the engine with engine cleaner and it poisoned the grass, and he was laying down on the grass over there and waxing the car with this chemical stuff, and he'd like to lay on the hot hood, and just one thing leads to another. Instead of just going to the fucking, the inconvenience, going to the car wash and washing the engine over there, all that engine cleaner. And he was over there laying in the fucking grass on it in a hot summer just to stay cool. I'd catch him over there laying on it. Brother thought, fuck, dumbass. Me, dumbass. This brother, dumbass. Just because I didn't want to be inconvenienced and let the car cool for 2 hours over at the fucking car wash. That's the way the instructions got to be, not a heated car. It's got to be only heated for 5 minutes. I would have had to fucking shop or something for a couple hours. Because the car wash is in a shopping center. But they weren't shopping. The main shopping store wasn't there anymore. Value Village, like St. Vincent de Paul or Goodwill. The fitness center moved in. Anyway, so, and then she started going down last month with the constipation. Brother learned that dry food kibble fucks cats up, so that was another reason to keep the door locked and whatnot, to keep him out, because she was getting irritated, and it was either her or him. I wasn't gonna lose her. And I was, the brother was coming up with stuff, Brother's on a path. He's always ingeniousing a new idea to add to, the circumstance. But it was too little too late. So the brothers had been experiencing a lot of death. And mother went down, lost a mother, lost a sister. Now a dad's, on his getting up there. Who knows? He might have another 5, 10, 20 years left. It all depends. And, the brother's sensitive enough to know, put more effort in the relationship with Dad. Visit him more. Visit him when Jay's at work. That's the new plan here. Visit him when Jay's at work. There was a forest fire near Cottage Grove, Oregon, where Dad lives. And the fire marshal set up camp at the field out in front where he's at. They stayed there for 6 months. And the brother's wondering, wow, that's probably the private military recognition. Because Dad is private military, Air Force, private contract, not public. He went private contract because he got kicked out of the Marines on a public contract because they found out that he memorized the eye chart to be able to read the eye chart to pass to get in. He memorized it, but he's 90% blind in the right eye. When they found out he's 90% blind, they discharged him. But the Air Force, someone in the Marines got a hold of someone in the Air Force. And they said, we got an ingenious fucker over here. Ingenious. His brother's ingenious. And he chose to join the Marines. He chose during Vietnam. For some reason, Mother says it because he wanted to go kill someone, because he had his engineering education fucked up for some reason. That's what Mother said. He wanted to be an engineer, and he was screwed out of it. So after high school, he wanted to kill someone. So that's the story Mother says. And yes, he did get to kill someone. More than just one. So he says, but he doesn't like to talk on it. But he didn't go to the front line. He went to Laos, Vietnam, to set up the drug running storage facilities. He was, warehouse man. But when the time came over there, they asked for volunteers to go in the helicopters and shoot people, go on missions. And he said he volunteered and went on some missions. So he got to kill some people. He said he had hand-to-hand combat too. Then the story goes, Dad says that, Mother divorced Dad at one point, back in early 1990s, or probably like 94, 95. Dad works in San Leandro, California at the Safeway milk plant, a heavily secured facility, fences all the fuck around with guards the whole 9 yards. Over 100 semi-trucks are close to it, Lots of semi-trucks. And he was high up in management. In fact, he worked up to second in command before he got early retired for yelling at one of the employees during an employee meeting. And an African lady complained that the machines aren't running properly. And Dad exclaimed, "Bullshit." So they gave him early retirement because of that one. At 57. That's how he ended up moving here to Springfield, Oregon. Mother chose the spot because her oldest grandson, Timmy, Michelle ended up having children that weren't the healthiest born. They had problems. That's sister. So he was having a hard time in school, so she chose to come here because it was the only school in the country, the best one for private tutelage, a private school tutelage that he could go to. Dad reluctantly moved here. Didn't want to move here. But he did because of Mother's wish. For the grandchild. One grandchild. There's 3. Jason and this sisterly brother, no marriage, no children. It was only Michelle. She married a Marine. And they got divorced, and she married a phlebotomist. This is a blood drawer at the hospital. They were together all the way to the end. And after she perished, the urn was sent to Dad. And it's sitting on the hearth next to Mother's ashes urn. Go to part 2 now.